Hey guys, it's Omer from MMOs.com. Do a quick first impressions gameplay video for DarkStory Online, a free-to-play 2D fantasy MMORPG developed and published by a company called Playable. I spent 10 to 15 minutes running around checking this game out, make some content. If you guys do want to play DarkStory Online or just learn more about it, do check the full review on MMOs.com on the link below. Though we actually have a page for this game up right now. But anyway, it's a free-to-play 2D indie game. There's only 4 playable classes in the game, and you can see a lot of the art style looks very indie. These are all hand-drawn images, it looks like, in the game. We got Knight, Mage, Stalker. Of course, the Stalkers and the Hunters are furries. So 2 of the 4 playable classes are furries. You can see the hairstyle options and whatnot, and you can see your skin options. There's not too many. There's only 4 playable classes. I guess 2 are locked or coming soon later. But we're going to jump into a character I've already made in DarkStory. And let's jump into Real Mmorpg, the level 10 Knight. I played this for a little bit earlier, and I did kind of bump into this on Steam randomly. The game launched back in 2016 originally. However, it launched on Steam in 2020 is when the game started getting a little more popular because it is on Steam. Again, there's only 228 players online right now. It's not a super popular game, but it's a very functional indie MMORPG, and I actually really like the game's art style. When you type your image, your text appears over your head. It's got this very retro look to it, almost like a RuneScape or Nexus Kingdom of the Three Winds. There's very old school look to it, and I actually kind of like what I'm seeing over here. I've played for a couple hours already, and I've had a bit of fun. I've just left the newbie island, so I have a quest to kill, looks like 20 of these floras. So we go outside town and we kill enemies. This actually looks like several other indie MMORPGs. That there's even a day and night cycle in this game, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, you have a lot of bigger budget games that don't have a day and night cycle, but you do have it in DarkStory Online. You play with a controller as well, which I guess is kind of cool. And the game is surprisingly functional for an indie game. In fact, I mean, there's so many of those Kickstarter MMORPGs out there that are pretty much probably never going to come out. So at least this game is playable in its current state. Though arguably there are some issues with the game. Namely, there's only a limited amount of content in the game. It's being developed by a pretty indie studio. But I've been having fun right now in the game's first couple hours of play already. It felt a pretty tried and true formula. Kill lots of enemies, level up, and whatnot. There, every time you level up, you get some, I think, 3 stat points to you can see what stats you can pump up. We're putting most of our points into strength right now to do more damage. Skill-wise, though, there's not too much customization on the skills. You pretty much just unlock skills as you level up. So we had to kill these flora dudes over here. My one big complaint I've had with DarkStory is there's some weird rubber banding issues with the game server. And besides that, it works really well. I mean, there's even a profession system built to the game as well. It's definitely an impressive little indie MMORPG, and I've actually been having fun with this. I don't think it's to be any, it doesn't have the same scope as a game like Guild Wars 2 or really any of the bigger budget MMORPGs. But for a free-to-play MMORPG, it's quite fun. You can kind of get lost in this game if you play with some buddies, and it's only a couple hundred megabytes or so too. So on a fun per megabyte scale, it's definitely doing pretty decent. We got some more skulls. The skulls are the game's currency as well, so they're breaking the mold. No, there's no gold, no coins, skulls. That's the game's currency of choice. So we have 2 abilities right now. It says Dark Dog because I opened the game's cash shop by accident. So let's go and open that again and get rid of it. Little bug that when you're in the cash shop, it if you hover over something in the cash shop, anytime you move over your mouse, just automatically selecting it. So we got a few more of these bad boys to kill. 20 of these bad boys. There's even a profession system in this game too, so I mean, there's definitely some depth to this one. Pick up these things on the ground. Again, it's a persistent world. We can see all these other players over here. This guy's chopping some trees over there. You can dig around the game as well. I mean, what other RPG had digging? I know what you're thinking. There's that one game. Not Grand Chase, what am I thinking? Was it Grand Chase? No. It's the anime MMORPG. It's escaping my name. It's escaping. It's on the tip of my tongue. You could drill. Not dig, but drill. I can't remember right now. Someone's going to mention in the comments, though. Gotta kill some more of these floras. There's dungeons. There's even like I think there might be some instance dungeons in the game too. There's a party system, professions. It's very much a real MMORPG. So you can see my inventory over here. There's a crafting systems. You have to unlock recipes to get the goodies. We can make these gelatinous cubes, which are basically some jank potions to heal 40 HP. You can unlock, you have to unlock more of these recipes by killing enemies and finding the recipes for them too. This is a full-blown indie MMORPG, and it is very functional. I've done a few videos for other games like this before. There's definitely a few other games with the same art style, this top-down 2D look. I personally find these graphics to be very charming. And once we do this, we unlock way more quests once we get level 11. I'm only level 10 right now, so we just left the beginner island. Beginner island was pretty packed. Again, the game is not super busy either, but for an indie game, it's definitely not bad. And I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing. I think if you're gonna make an MMORPG, you're not a big studio, these are the kinds of games to make. I mean, these are clearly, the scope is rather straightforward. Whoa, we got some Maple Story, like, oh my god, these are level 17, no, level 12, we can kill these. We can kill these bongoos, no problem. I imagine grinding is probably not the best way to level up. So far I've been doing lots of quests in the tutorial zones, and that seems to be the play for sure. So you bring up our professions menu, these are achievements. That's our cash shop menu. There you go. Professions, digging over here. If we look at F4, is my hotkey for it. We select where we want to dig, and here we go. Let's see if we get any goodies. And we found nothing. Garbage. But yeah, professions. Only biggest problem is 4 playable classes and very limited customization options. Pretty much every night we'll have access to the same skills. Your only point of customization seems to be, oh god, we're gonna die. Is it, now what stat points it points into, and maybe what masteries you get, because as you kill world bosses, you can kind of unlock, you know, certain special skills and whatnot. But it's mostly entirely with what gear you have, as well as what gear you have and what stat points you have is really your only point of customization. There are some, you know, obviously I'm wearing this duck hat, which is a freebie that everybody gets. But I guess there's some, you can get customization in terms of appearance as well. There's a barber shop and stuff. But a lot of the cool customization stuff is, of course, in the cash shop. And from what I've seen in the cash shop, it's not really pay to win either. There's not really too much advantage you can get. Though you can pay for bonus XP boosts. But nowadays, pretty much every free-to-play MMORPG has those. So we level up. We can put a point into, bring up my menu over here. And we can put some more points into strength to do more damage. So we can kill stuff faster. 3 stat points per level. Again, there are dungeons, there's crafting skills. It's definitely not a bad game, and honestly, play with a couple buddies. I think you'll have fun for an afternoon. Oh, we cannot kill those level 26 bears. Those are no mas. There's a few little details I like in this game that I like to see in every MMORPG. Honestly, I love just when the chat box goes over your head. It's a very simple thing, but you've noticed, like in a lot of games, if you have that little, you know, chat menu in the bottom left, it's very hard to tell who's speaking sometimes, especially in a busy area. When the chat is right over your head, it feels more like a homely atmosphere. It feels like, you know, you're playing an MMORPG. And I'm probably a little bit biased because I like that a lot in games like RuneScape and Ultima Online. I mean, Ultima Online was my first MMORPG, and it had the chat box over your heads. I know RuneScape does that as well, but it's definitely, I think, the way to go. Again, my only real complaint with this game is that you can run out of content to do after a while, and only 4 playable classes. But play with some buddies, I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. Again, it's only a couple hundred megabytes too, so I do recommend checking it out if you're bored and, you know, you're not playing anything at the moment. I've been having fun with it, and for an indie game, it's definitely a good way to kill an afternoon. Just play some DarkStory Online. Very weirdly generic game, very weirdly generic name. The art is very hit or miss for some people. I think the art style is very charming, though the actual NPCs, and I'm not sold on that art style, but the actual pixel art in the game I think looks great. But again, maybe because I love playing those old school SNES Zelda games and whatnot. They're still my favorite Zelda games, by the way, all the SNES ones. My Rion quest has been completed. Let's go turn that bad boy in. Other people walking around over here too. There's dungeons, there's bosses. This is, again, it's pretty remarkable what they've done here for an indie game. Ooh, we can get a new quest without Colonel. So again, you can see all the custom art on these guys. This guy's, let's see, accept. There's tons of quests we can grab now that we're level 11. I couldn't get most of these earlier because I was not high enough level. This NPC's got a Guy Fawkes mask on. I saw an NPC with the Lenny mask, Lenny face as well, which is an old meme now. Hey, there are quests to Rion over here. There we go. Accept. Dude, this is a jacked farmer. Check this guy out. This guy's jacked. All right, have you seen my brother? Nice. Gotta kill some more floras or something. And a bunch more quests we can grab in town over here too. All right, we got 628 coins right now only. Gotta save up those coins, yo. And other people hanging around town right now. This guy, GM, Dark Dino. Check this guy out. He's got the OP gear, yo. Look at that Amber Sword +6. Gotta get the good stuff over here. But yeah, it's a relatively small game. I've had fun with it, and if you like what you see, give it a try. It's DarkStory Online, free to play on Steam. Definitely a charming little game. The UI, I think, is a little bit iffy. Again, you can't really tell what's going on with the map very easily, but they do a lot of little things correctly. You know, as you kill enemies, you can even unlock this bestiary where you can see what loot every enemy drops, what their rare loots are and whatnot, which is kind of cool. I like, I know WoW does stuff like this too, but there's a lot of MMORPGs where, in order to look up what drops what, you gotta go on like these wikis and stuff. But you can see all of it in game over here. The gear is obviously the rare drops per enemy. But yeah, if you like what you see, do check out DarkStory Online. It's available free to play on Steam. Anyway, guys, later.